Good morning, everyone. My name is Christy, and welcome to Mock Booking with Vacation Express. We are going to attempt to record this today. Um, I was just sharing right before I started that I'm sorry for the natural daylight. Our power is currently shut off, and we are running Wi-Fi through a generator. So we're going to attempt to record this. So I'm sorry if there's any stoppage or anything like that. I'll re-record later if I have to. But our power is currently turned off. So luckily and thankfully for generators, we are good. So I'm going to go ahead and get started for you today. I'm going to turn off my camera just because of the light in the background. Let's see. Share screen. Okay, so what we're going to be going over today, just so everybody knows, is we're going to be going over something called Vacation Express. So if you have not registered for Vacation Express, I highly recommend it. It's one of my favorites, especially to do mock bookings because they seem like they always kind of have specials. And if for some reason you guys can't see the screen, just put it in the chat box so that I'm aware. But if you notice the little carousel, it's like just giving different design or different promotions that they currently have. So it's one of the things that I love about it. But I do want to show you, in case you haven't already, just where you can go ahead and register for Vacation Express. So I do have my back office currently open. And where you're going to see this is not Vacation Access. This is not back. So this is Vacation Express. So you're going to want to go into your travel cafe. Give it a minute and hopefully I'm still logged in. I am. I'm going to go ahead and go down to suppliers and then click to USA. And then you're going to go ahead and scroll down to Vacation Express. So it's going to be like closer to the bottom because they're in alphabetical order. I think I passed it up. I did. Vacation Access to Vacation Express. Okay. So you see that they're right next to each other. They are completely different. VAX, you're going to have to use the supplier registration form. Vacation Express, you just to register, you're going to go ahead and click on continue reading. And it used to be, just so you know, to register for Vacation Express, you actually had to email somebody at Archer to get registered, but now you do need to do the supplier request form. So you're just going to go ahead and go to the supplier request form. This is something that's relatively new. But you're going to register the same way you would do it back. So you do your first and last name, your Evo agent ID, your email. Now you're going to want to make sure this email is the same that's in your back office, just so that they can match your phone number. And then you're going to go ahead and hopefully it's right there. Where is it? Am I not seeing it? MSC, Access, World Agent, Direct. Okay, so you're probably going to have to put other and then put Vacation Express in the other box. You would just type it right here. Okay. Um, and that is how you register with it. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and go back. Now, today I do want to say that I'm not doing a training in Canva. I just want to throw that out there at the very beginning. I am going to be using Canva, and for today, I do have an old flyer that I used for an old mock booking, and I'm going to go ahead and just use that flyer and put the new information in there. And I'll go ahead and share the link with all of you guys too, as well as put it in the chats when I'm done. But we're going to go ahead and get started. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead. And those of you that are just joining us, I have already started, so you'll have to go back and when I put the recording in the chats to get the very beginning. But all we've done so far is just gone over how to register for Vacation Express. So what I kind of do now, everybody's going to be different with this. Just so you know, everybody's going to be completely different, and that's fine. I live in Southern California, so I typically will pick airports that are like closer to me, just because I typically will put these on my business pages and things like that. So I'm gonna pick probably like LAX or something like that. If I am doing like Caribbean, I might do like Houston airports or something. I can kind of pick and choose. And you'll see when I go ahead and do my mock booking at the end that I do um, put prices subject to change. And one of the biggest reasons I put prices subject to change and I make sure it's on everything or I put up to or anything like that is because you might have a client coming in and they want to fly out of, say, Boston. And the prices for flights may be significantly different. And as you'll see, I typically will pick like the least expensive flights just to kind of entice, clients to come. And sometimes those flights are literally the cheapest flights. Those are going to be maybe even Frontier. And a lot of my clients are not going to want to fly Frontier. And I mean, that's completely up to them. My other half loves to fly Frontier, me not so much. So I typically pick like just the best deal. And then that's why I always put prices are subject to change because they do change depending on where you're at the airport, depending on the dates. The dates are never going to be probably exactly how the mock booking is, but we're going to go ahead and work with what we have today. So I did say on Vacation Express, you'll see that it kind of has like a little carousel that's going around with different um, deals that are going on. This one currently has a 6 night all-inclusive package with nonstop air from select cities, so that's pretty cool, to the Grand Palladium in Jamaica. So I could either click on that or I can go up to here to destinations. Again, this is one of the suppliers that I love to use, especially for my mock bookings, because they have a lot of, the Caribbean and things like that. So you could do Nassau if you want, in the Bahamas. The mock booking that I previously did was the Bahamas. I like to scuba dive, so I think it's always fun to do someone where I would want to like scuba dive with or scuba dive too, and I really want to go see the tiger sharks and the hammerheads in the Bahamas. So the last time I did a mock booking, I actually did do Nassau. But you can do all destinations and just kind of play with it. Okay. Now, I'm gonna go ahead and I think that I do kind of want to go back to Nassau and just kind of see what they have, or I could pick Jamaica. It doesn't matter. In the chat, what do you guys think? Just let me know. Would you rather have Jamaica or Bahamas? Does it really matter? Let's see. Okay. All right, I'm gonna go. I had someone say, let's do Bahamas. Okay, let's do Bahamas. All right. Thanks, Alicia. Okay, we're gonna go ahead and do destinations, right? Now, if I was just doing hotels, I could do that. If I was just doing flights, I could do that. Packages, I could do that. I'm just gonna go ahead and I'm gonna go straight down to the destination just to see what they have. Um, and as I click on it, sometimes you can scroll down and at the very bottom, they'll actually have like the future hotels. And all the way at the bottom, occasionally they'll have promotions going on for that specific destination. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and click here for a full list of Nassau hotels or in the Bahamas. And I like doing all inclusive. That's something that I think is enticing. I think when I go on vacation, that's something that I definitely like to do. I don't want to have to worry about my food and things like that. You can pick again, I'm going to do a mock booking. Now, remember, a mock booking is simply you are going in here and you are going through all of the steps, right, to do the booking itself, um, but you are going to be not putting any credit card information in at all. Okay. So keep in mind that you're going all the way to the end basically, but you're not going to be putting any credit card. So you're not actually booking it. That's why it's called a mock booking. It's just taking you through the steps. Okay. So I don't like to go too far out on my dates either. Just because I like to keep them like in the timeline. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to do, I could do LAX or I could pick another airport. It doesn't matter. Let me try to let's do leaving from, let's see. I want to kind of pick a different airport just to see. Let's do leaving out of Florida. Let me go ahead and type that in because it's just going to be annoying to try to Florida destination, departure city. Let's do Miami. We'll just do to Miami just because I don't know. Miami, Florida. Departing anytime, 6 nights, six nights, February 21st to February 27th. That's about a month away. And that's typically the timeline that I like to do it. Now, you can choose what you want to do. I'm not telling you what dates to put in. I'm not telling you how many nights. I just want to see what's available. I am going to do the price for 2 adults and all fares, all connections, all class. Now you can change any of that. You don't have to. You can put the specific airline. For me, when I do a mock booking, I'm just looking for the best deal, right? I'm not looking at like airlines or flight times or anything like that. Again, that's why I do prices are subject to change on my mock booking because I do want to make sure that if they're flying, I mean, because some of these flights might be overnight flights, some of these flights might be leaving super early in the morning. If you have a client that's like, I only want to leave between 12 and 6 p.m., then your flights are going to change. And so the prices are going to change. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and push continue. It's going a little slow. Again, if you popped on a little bit later, I am dealing with a power outage here, and so my Wi-Fi is running off a generator, so if it's a little slow, I do apologize. I'm just thankful that I was able to get it hooked up this morning. So currently, it has a flight option from Miami to Nassau, which is pretty nice because if you think about it, that's a direct flight, right? If you're flying from probably LAX, where I'm at, you're going to have a layover somewhere. So you can kind of play around with that, leaving from Miami, 10 to 11. Okay, I think that's a pretty good one. Now I just kind of go around here and I look at looking down. I don't know why it's not letting me scroll down. Hold on. Let's see. I have the margarita, the breezes. Okay. Let's see. All inclusive. I want to look for something that has this all inclusive plan. So you're looking for something that has the IP. If you're looking for adults only, it's going to have this AO. So I'm going to go ahead. Let's see. I kind of like for 6 nights, in my opinion only. 6 nights for $1,700 is not that bad, and the fourth night is free, as you can see that right there. So I'm going to go ahead and now again, you can pick any hotel. This is just for a mock booking, so I'm just trying to like entice individuals to come. So Margarita Beach, and let's see. Let me go ahead and go to chat box real quick. It's in my way. There's not a whole lot of hotels on the specific island, so that might be why there's not. I mean, if you go to a different destination, you're going to find something different. Let's see in Grand Baja. I really like how this is all inclusive plan. So I'm going to go ahead and do a few rooms, view rates, and then it's going to bring it down. And this is going to be for a deluxe oceanfront king bed. Now that's something that I definitely would want to include right into my mock booking. And they have 10 available. Now there's different plans, right? There's ocean front, there's bedrooms, if you're doing, but if you're just doing the two adults with a king bed, ocean front, that seems pretty nice. So I'm gonna go ahead and select that. Now again, I can scroll through and look, but for the sake of when I do mock bookings, I don't want to spend a ton of time on them, because I'm trying to get just entice clients. So for me, this would be very beneficial. I think for 6 days, that's not terrible in my budget. Now, if you're looking for a little less expensive, you can kind of look at the promotions or look at a different destination or something like that. Okay. So payment schedule and terms. Now, again, I'm not booking this. Okay. I want you all to know this. So I basically just went through the steps. I have my flights, and as you can see, that was pretty simple to do, right? It's not anything that was too crazy, in my opinion. I just kind of I found my destination, I put the nights in, and this is what came up. Now, if this isn't something that I like, or if I was going in to book this for a client, I would probably be changing some of these things unless they were completely okay with that. If I have a client that's leaving from, say, again, Boston, they're going to have to try to fly from Boston to Miami or find a different flight. Prices would change. Okay, so this is going to include round trip airfare and transportation from Miami to Nassau, like 6 nights. Let's see, this is going to include airline other services, 6 nights accommodations for two adults occupying one room, oceanfront. Um, this is going to have, it's going to be all inclusive. Now, I always want to do, I'm going to go ahead and click on the hotel just because I want to see. Okay. Now, I know for my particular mock booking, because the one that I am going to do, I already have pictures of Nassau. So you can go onto this and click, find some pictures of the actual hotel. You could use TripAdvisor. You can save these ones that are currently here. highlights. So it's going to be beachfront. So that's something that I definitely want to include on my mock booking. It's going to be family friendly. Now, if you're looking for an adult only, again, you might want to change the hotel. This is going to be family friendly. There's 5 restaurants, 5 bars. It's all inclusive. So all inclusive, I want to kind of look at what that means. All inclusive means it's going to be all meals and snacks, beverages by the glass. And you kind of want to look at that just too, because sometimes it'll say like alcohol not included, all restaurants, resorts, and bars, including. So you're gonna, this is all accessible, beer, wine, and cocktails by the glass. So as long as you're ordering by the glass, it's all included. So I think that's something that's a selling point. Okay. So what I'm gonna do is I think I'm ready to create my mock booking. Now, for just right now, I want to stop. Okay. As you can see, there's going to be a $300 air credit per room. Okay. If you notice, there's different pricing on here. It's going to be a total amount of $29.95, including the airfare. It shows your commission right there. You're obviously not going to be sharing this commission with your clients, but it just kind of gives you an idea that if you were to book this, okay? So I'm going to go ahead and go over here to my Canva. Now, again, I said this at the very beginning. This is not um, this is not a Canva training. Luckily I already have some pictures of Nassau that I took off from a different um, website. I'm going to go ahead and change some things because this is something that I did share with one of my um, uh, agents to do a while back. So I would probably want to change this out, and I'm going to put my logo in. Okay, so that would be something that I would want to change. Um, uh, some things that I definitely want to make sure that I get added in, right? So I'm going to go up here. I always go to my notes page. This is how I kind of do it. I'm going to take all this out just so you can see. Now you can do the magic right within the Canva app, or you can use Chat GPT, because I don't know that the Magic Write, which is the Canva's version of Chat GPT, is available if you don't have Pro. So the first thing that I'm going to do is I kind of just make notes of what I want to put, right? So going back, this is going to be from, this is Miami to round trip airfare for two from Miami. Okay. I want to put my key points. So then it's also going to be Margaritaville, all inclusive, all drinks included. Sorry. What else do I want to put in there? Let's see. Where's my little hotel? All meals and drinks. Something else that might be like enticing. Oh, 5, right? Did we say 5 bars? 5 bars, I think it said. 5 bars, 5 restaurants, 5 bars and lounges. Okay. For 2 adults. Put that in there. Oceanfront. And now again, I'm not really worried about like gram or capitalization or anything. I'm just like writing notes for myself. Again, this is just in Canva, so I kind of know. Oceanfront King bed, 5 bars, slash lounges, 5 restaurants. What else do I want to put in there? I don't have to put everything in there. Just you can pick and choose what you want to do, activities, recreation. Sometimes they have a water park, a surf or lazy river. It just depends on what you want to put in there. Up to you. Okay. So now I'm going to go ahead and go back to this. This is my mock booking. This is not, again, I'm not looking, this is going to be a total. Now, the total package price is actually this 32 because it's including your commission. But I do want to put like something to keep fourth night free, right? So I want to go ahead and put that in there. Um, 6 nights, fourth night free. Okay. And so I want to come up here. And so something that I would, this must be something similar to what I was going to do before. Enjoy the fourth night, this epic deal, round trip airfare from New Orleans. So I would probably go in and change this because depending on where you're doing the mock booking from, let me go ahead and zoom in a little bit. So Miami, King Bed Beachfront Hotel. I must have done something very similar, especially because there's not a lot of islands on Nassau. Um, I don't know. I'm going to take this up to 24% off. I'm going to put this right here. I'm going to put, this is just me and you don't have to do this, but I would probably put fourth night free, fourth night. So then I need to put my dates in there. And if I go back, I think I put February 21st, right? Through the 27th. So I'm gonna go ahead and go back and do that real quick. So February 27th. Oh, I'm on the wrong one, sorry. When you're editing this later on your own, make sure you're in the right box. That's where it can be tricky. No, no. Okay. Do you see how it's like, oh, it's gonna drive me crazy. Hold on. Let's move. I'm trying, I just want this one. There we go. 7 bed, and then bed 1. Okay. And let's go travel this off, the 27th, round trip airfare. Book today. This is my information. Now I'm obviously gonna change this to the price. So it's gonna be 30. You can do like, you can say the per person price if that's what you want to do. You can say the total of package. So I'm just gonna go ahead and put the total package price. And I literally am just copying and pasting. Let's see, go back. Notice prices are subject to change. Okay, so this is just an old one. Now I'm gonna go ahead and change this out. Let's see my uploads. It's gonna be a while back. Let's see if we can find it. There we go. So I'm gonna change that. Oh, it is not liking me today. Hold on. Goodness. Just gonna drag that. Why is it? I don't know why it wants to do that. Yeah, I'm just gonna delete that. Move that here and make it small. It's gonna drive me crazy. There we go. Um, so that is my logo. So you'd want to put your logo in. Again, I'm going to be sharing this all with you guys in the recording, and then I'll share the mock booking with you with a link. So that is how I do just the flyer itself. This is my website, my phone number. You're going to obviously want to change that out. You're welcome to use the same exact mock booking. Like you can use the flyer, you can use anything. But what I'm going to ask that you do, and it's going to be very important because what happens is if you go in here and you start, once I give you the link, I need you to go in and once you open your Canva, you're going to like open this up and it's going to say this right here. You're going to want to go to the file, and then you're going to make a copy. And when you make a copy, it's going to change, allow pop-ups, sorry, allow pop-ups. When you make a copy, it's going to say at the very top, this is how you know that you've made the copy. It's going to say copy of, Happy Vibes Travel. That's what HTV is, Bahamas flyer. Do you see how it says copy here? That's how you know you can edit it for yourself. Okay. Please do not, when you go in to do this, do not edit under the one that does not say copy, because what's going to happen is it's going to change it for everybody. So again, make sure when you create a copy, it's creating it into your own account, and you can easily change this. So adventure travel, whatever it is, you can change the name and then it'll be changed in there. Okay. And again, you're going to want to edit. Now, if you look, the notes are going to be there too, but I want to go ahead and change those notes really quickly, just so you can see. I'm going to go ahead and go back to the notes right here and see, and I'm going to go and chat GPT. I love chat GPT. Write a promotional flyer for traveling to Bahamas, include emojis and hashtags. And then I just push return. That's all I do. And if you look, it just wrote it for me. Okay. Made it all pretty, included there. The only thing I'd probably change is I'm going to put hashtag my website. So I'm just going to literally copy this, guys. I go back to my notes and I'm going to paste it into there. Okay. So that is my mock booking. Now you can go ahead and change this. Obviously, I don't know why it did the little number signs, pound signs, whatever you want to call it. What was it? Let's see what it was trying to be. Oh, it looks like they were just didn't like that. Okay. So you can go ahead and delete whatever you want. So I'm gonna go ahead and delete those because obviously I don't want those. Okay. And then I'm gonna go ahead and include, I don't know why it's putting this asterisks right here. I don't want those there. So I'm gonna go ahead and take them off. So when you make a copy, they'll be taken off to you. That's so weird that it did that. I don't know why. Okay, and then I'm going to go ahead and put my Happy Vibes Travel. Now I am going to put even on here, contact today. And then you're going to want to put your phone number. You don't want to put mine. Contact today. You can put your website or book today. I'll do book today. Now, I will say if you are going to be doing your website, I would strongly suggest putting your phone number instead or putting your email. And here's why, because you're not going through your Evo website to book this, you'd be going through a supplier. So you're going to want them to reach out to you directly for this deal. Now I have prices subject to change. I have my escape. Again, you're going to change this. Okay. And anything else you want to change, feel free. You're obviously probably gonna, I don't know why it has all these asterisks. Maybe it didn't like some of the emojis that I put, but that's okay. And so that is how I do a mock booking. Now I would then put this to all of my socials, my business pages, my LinkedIn. You could always, make something, add like a effect to it so it can go on to your TikTok too, or your YouTube shorts or your reels. You can easily like add an animation to this if you want. It's completely up to you. But that is how I do a mock booking pretty quickly. Now, I probably could have done this a lot quicker if I wasn't actually going in and like explaining different things. I'm just so used to doing it. However, I think the longest thing is probably just creating the Canva itself. Now, I did use an older Canva that I already had available, but it's pretty easy to do, guys. You just go in through, you can do design, and you can just type in travel. This is you can, you don't have to. And then travel, and then it can give you, wait, that's template. Hold on. Design, not template. Let's see what it has here. Why is it not? Oh, it's because I'm not doing it in a design. Sorry. The elements. Usually it's under design, so I can usually go in there, and I don't know why it's not changing it. But if I go in there and I create a new like flyer, a new Instagram, and I typically do Instagram flyers, guys, the square because it fits everything. But again, let me go ahead. I'm gonna go out of this. If I was doing a new one, I'm not doing a new one right now. But if I'm doing a new one, then I would just go to Instagram post just to show you quickly how you can do a quick one. But and then as it loads very slowly, hopefully you guys can still see it. And I'm going to type in, okay, so do you see how I have different ones? Couple packages. Look at that's already there for you. You can easily go in there and do a mock booking anywhere you want, put in your information, but like it's already, the template's already there for you. And if you're going in, and I say this because this is a free one. This is not Canva Pro. You can tell which ones are Canva Pro because they're going to have this little like king crown kind of thing. But there's so many that are for free that you can literally do very quickly and just change out the information in. Here's another one that you could do. Book now. You're just going to want to make sure you change out the information. Okay. So I'm going to go ahead and stop recording. I'm going to stop share. Hopefully this is actually recording this whole thing. I was recording.